Welcome to the Icaran sector, and welcome once again to some Solohammer with me, Andrew. This is 1000 points of Drukhari versus Adeptus Custodes. Before we get started, as I mentioned in the last video, we now have a Discord server up and running. We're a very small community. Come join us, come say hello, talk to us about your hobby, show off your models, let me know what I need to keep learning as I progress through these games. But we'd love to see you there. Come and join us. So on to today's game. After the Drukhari's last showing a couple of weeks ago, I wanted to give them a chance, a shot at redemption, and I got a new model, so I wanted to show that off. And the Custodies also got a new model, that's why they're here today. So today, we're playing Take and Hold, 6 objectives from turn 2, and you can command phase. You score 1 point for everyone you hold, and that's just it till the end of the game. One with the most points at the end wins. Our deployment zone is just slightly pushed forward from the middle. I have to figure out the edges as we go, but I don't know which side's taking what yet. And then for the twist, I got draw 2 more. So we got Invigorated, add 1 to the movement characteristics, add 1 to charge and advance, and then Hatred, purge the Xenos, purge the horrible golden boys. Reroll 1 to wound if you're attacking the closest unit. Trajan, spoiler alert, is coming today. He's my new model. He gives that anyway. But what we'll do now is go look at the armies. So here we have 975 points of Adeptus Custodes, led today by Trajan. We are Shield Host, Emperor's Chosen. So we get to re-roll a single hit when you select to shoot or fight, and we get a 4-up Feel No Pain against mortals. I don't know if there's a lot of mortals coming in, but there are some, so we might be able to save them. So Trajan, as always, has to be your warlord, and he gets he adds a CP which I've spent. He gets Champion of the Appearance. When I spend a CP, I get that's his. He can heroically intervene within 6, and he gets Master of Martial Strategy. So on a 5-up, I get a command point back when I spend it, and also I can change the order of my guitars once a game if need be. There are 2 units of 3 Custodian Guard with Spears and Misericordias. In the Elites, 4 Wardens, the Vexilla, which I have spent the command point on giving him a leadership, a Warlord trait. So he has the Superior Curation on a 5-up. He gets a 5-up Feel No Pain, he gets the wound back essentially. And he has the Eagle's Eye Relic for the free relic. So he's got 1 more wound, and once per game he can have a 3-up invul until the end of the phase. And he has the Banner Vexilla Magnifica. So they have the benefits of dense cover, so they're essentially -1 to hit within 6 inches of him. And then lastly, there's 3 Bikers with the Hurricane Bolters. And that is the Custodies. So we have 1000 points of Cult of the Cursed Blade. So they get +1 strength. And the one I always forget, 6s to save, fling a mortal wound back in addition. Our warlord today, as always, is the Succubus. She has precision blows, and her drug is Adrenalite. Has the Triptych Witch relic, so 6s to hit do her damage in mortal wounds, which the other guy will get some saves from. Then we have Drazar with her fixed hair now. She's got her Incubi, a squad of 10 witches of the Cult of the Incubi Witches with the with the whip and pistol, Shadownet Impaler, and 8 regular witches, and they have their transport with with the cannon underslung, and they have chain snares as well for the extra attacks. On the witch side, we have 10 witches, blast pistol, and whip, hydra gauntlets, shardnet impaler, and 7 regular ladies. We have Hellions, so these have got Grave Lotus for +1 strength, and these have got Grave Lotus as well for simplicity for me remembering. New model today, the Raider, which these girls will embark on, always girls, these chappies here with their screaming and attacking will jump in here. And then we have additionally hired on some Scourges. So there is a Heat Lance, the Splinter Cannon, and 2 Dark Lances, and then a Sword and Shard Carbine. Well, sorry, the Venom Blade, and Shard Carbine on the Soul Right. There we go. So we will go set up the board and come back. End of deployment. The Custodies won the roll-off. Decided to be defender, chose this side. So we have a unit of 3 on the objective here, unit of 3 on the objective here. The blob of Wardens, Trajan and the Vexilla in the middle, and the bikes well hidden in case we don't get first turn. And then the Drukhari side, the Hellions have been super aggressive. The Scourges are on top of the building holding that objective. The Incubi Witches are holding this objective. The Incubi and Drazara in that transport. The Succubus and 10 Witches are in the Raider there, ready to scream forward. So everything starts on the board this turn. And that is about it. So we will go to roll off to see who gets turn 1. So the Drukhari get a 6. The Custodies, the Drukhari will take turn 1. They passed it up last time and it bit them. Let's see if it works out better this time. +1 to move, really making a difference for the Drukhari. The Hellions have blasted up here. They're currently on the objective. I don't know if they'll stay there or if they'll charge. Because, if we can keep the Custodies boxed in, then that's a good start. The Raider also got 15 moved up here. They've got massive, 17-inch movement. And the Scourges, we decided to stay on the objective. Staying on the objective here to try and keep things going there. So we will get on to the shooting phase. So we get re-rolled wounds of 1 against the closest unit, which I guess the Hellions would be the banks, or would it be the... No, it's the banks. So we'll try shooting against the bikes. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 5 of them there. They are in range up there, so it is -1 to hit. So they're hitting on 4s. And then wounding on 4s. Because of poison weapons. And then saving on 2s. So one of the bikes takes a wound, putting it down to 4. No. And I completely missed hatred already in the first roll. That's a good idea. The Dark Lance will... can't shoot the Vexilla. I guess I'll have to try and go for those guys, which are probably not the closest. So hitting on 4, because it's through cover, because the window's at the bottom here. Wounding on 3s. Saving on a 4-up invul. That saves. And then the last thing to shoot this turn is the Venom. I'll have to go in these guys as well. These will hit on 4s. Wound on 4s. Save on a 3-up, and it's saved. Well, that was a very limited shooting phase. We did 1 wound. Are we going to have to charge the bikes? It's a 5-inch charge. But will they fire Overwatch? I think they probably will. Alright, we will declare that then. There's a sizable number of shots coming in. Hitting on 6s. Re-rolling 1s because Trajan's there. Wounding on 4s, these guys are toughness 4. Re-rolling 1s because of either hatred or Trajan. And what do they save on? They've got a 5-up save. Wow! They save everything! That's unfortunate. And then we need a 5. Oh yes. So they've come in here. There's no room to heroically intervene or spend any CP on that. So we'll just have to tough it out. The Hellions get up to strength 6, so they will be wounding on 4s. So the stun claw will go first. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s, rerunning 1s because of hatred. Alright, no 6s and AP dash, so saving on the 2. That's saved. And the Hellglaives. Wounding on 4s. Rerolling the 1s for hatred. And saving on 3s. Oh, so that's 4 damage. They do actually kill that bike that probably could have attacked anyway. So the bikes get to attack back. They've got 4 attacks each. Hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s because of Trajan. And these are strength 7. So the wounding on 3s because of toughness 4, but +1 to wound. So wounding on 2s, rerolling 1s because of either hatred or Trajan. And they all wound. And these will save on 6-up invul. So 1 saved. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they take the Hellions back in revenge. But the Hellions did take down a bike. So that is impressive. Alright, so we go on to Custodies. Turn 1. So for turn 1 for Custodies, we are currently in Martial Qatar Callistus. And I've chosen stance 2. So each time it makes a non-move or advances in your movement phase, in the following shooting phase, it counts as having remained stationary. So everything shot up the board, mostly. So they got a massive 1 for the advance, but they are in rapid fire range of the Scourges, though they will have a 3-up save in cover. And we advanced here, we put shots up here, and maybe do some damage to the Raider, because then the Golders will be a bit stuck, but we shall see. So we'll go on to the shooting phase, and yeah, we'll start here into those guys there. That's and wounding on 3s. And saving on 3s because they're in cover. 2, 3, 4, 5. The scourges, once again, are taken off the battlefield. Alright, so we'll put lots of shots up at the raider then. So that's 4 shots from the wardens, hitting on 2s, rerolling the 1s, strength 4, wounding on 5s, no 1s to reroll there, saving on 5s, so that's 4 damage, so that goes down to 6. The Vexilla, he doesn't have core, doesn't wound, and Trajan, yeah, strength 5 anyway, hitting on 2s. Oh, did I get the command point back for, no. Wounding on 5s, saving on 5s, and that saves. Some of those guys might be in a bit of trouble. Or maybe we'll have to clear off the bikes. But we will go in. That is the end of turn 1. Maybe. These guys can put a single shot each into the raider, hitting on 4s, hitting on 3s because it's through the cover. 5s. And then 5s. So that's another 4 damage, putting that down to 2. No more guns anywhere. No. Right. That is the end of turn 1 for both sides. And we will go into turn 2. We've tried some sneaky tactics with the Drukhari. The Venom has played swift outflanking and has moved off the board for a CP. So that'll come back next turn. Hopefully do some damage in the backfield, get something different. I'll do some charges. We can play Deadly Descent. So we'll see how that goes. We've disembarked here and we've pushed back, so we're actually on the objective because we only scored 1 this turn. And these guys and girls here will try and get rid of the bikers as much as possible. Although Venom's hitting on 5s. So we'll go on to the shooting phase. The Venom will try and hit the bikes. I'm hitting on 5. I'm not going to spend a CP for Transhuman or the Transhuman Arcane Genetic Alchemy. Hitting on 5s. No. So we have all of these splinter pistols here, -1, so that's 9. Hitting on 3s. Ooh. Wounding on 4s. Rerolling 1s for hatred. That converted. Saving on 2s. So we take 1 damage, putting another bike down to 4. We'll do the pistols and the blast pistol here. So there's 7 pistols. Wounding on 4s. Reroll that 1. Saving on a 2. No. Ooh. Putting them down to 3. The blast pistol doesn't hit. Well, that very much is the end of the shooting phase. Now, how do I force their hands? Is it worth overwatching? The Warlord goes in first. Is it worth paying a CP? I've got lots of CP. Right, the Witches will go in first and we will fire Overwatch. Fishing for 6s. Just the 4. Wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s. Saving on 6s. Nope. So we at least take 2 regular Witches down. They will charge in on a 4, and the Warlord will charge in on a 7. Oh yeah, Warlord's in. My goodness, these guys and girls look a bit dwarfed by the bikes. Right. And the Warlord will go first. So she has 6 attacks base, plus 3 for the Triptych Whip, and add 1 for Adrenalite. So I will pay a CP for the transhuman equivalent, so she can only wound on a 4s because her weapon is a 2-up. But she hits on 2s. The 6 goes straight through. We get a 5-up shrug, which we don't make. So he's down to a singular wound left. And he's wound on 4s. Reroll the 1s. Well, it becomes increased AP, but that doesn't matter because they're all saving up on the 4-up invul. So that kills that one. He puts the other bike down to a single wound. Is it worth paying 2 command points to interrupt? No. So we'll pay 2 command points for the Drukhari player for Hyperstim Backlash to give them plus 2 to their strength. So there's 5. Actually, the one at the back there can't attack, can she? Alright, let's start with the Hecatrix. The Agonizer hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s, rerolling 1s for either Hatred or the Warlord. Saving on 4-up. Nope. The bike goes down. Meaning I wasted the 2 command points on the backlash. But still, have to be certain. And we will consolidate to the barrier to give us a bit of an extra save. And that is the end of the Drukhari turn 2. So we will go on to turn 2 for the Custodies, and they will get 3 points. So we've gone into Rendax and 6s to hit a vehicle auto wound. Yeah, we'll have to see. So the Vexilla has taken the objective. We've hopped over the barrier. Trajan's come up to the barrier because we can just charge up to the barrier and take that down. Hopefully do some damage. And at the back here, we've just spread out a little bit for deep strike denial, but I don't know if we're really going to be having any luck with that. And I did get command point back for transhuman, but not for the Overwatch. So we'll go into the shooting phase. So we'll put 2 shots into the... Alright, so 1's in rapid fire, 1 isn't. And then the other 2 will go into the witches, which are in rapid fire. So into the Raider, looking for a 6. So auto wounds. These will wound on 5s. And save on 5s. Does it blow up? No. So the Raider is very happily taken off the board, forcing the Drukhari back only onto 1 objective. And the other shots into the witches, hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s, saving on 6s because they're behind the barrier, so it's down to 5, back up to 6. That one is quite cocked. No. So we take down 3 there. Trajan will put his 2 shots in. 1 hit. Reroll 1. Does not wound. Strength 5. That's the end of the shooting phase. So the wardens will go charging in. They only need to go up to the barrier. And they get snake eyes. Which, actually, the charge was unfailable, if only just. Which means she can consolidate in. Trajan might as well have a charge. He needs a good long charge. A 4 will not do it because it's -2 over the barrier. And the Vexilla will stay where it is then. Alright, so we'll go on to the... Alright, we'll just consolidate in so they're all in range. And the Warden. 4 attacks each. And then 4 Misericordias. Hitting. Ooh. Are they within... Oh, they're still within reroll range. That's nice. Hitting on 2s. Rerolling the 1s. Wounding on... 3, 8, yeah. Wounding on 2s, rerolling 1s. And these will save upon their 4-up invul. Oh, there's 2 6s there for doing mortal wound splashback, which we ignore one of. So one of the wardens is down to 2 wounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We take them off the table. And we're not going to consolidate into the Warlord because that's just free attacks. As we go into turn 3 now, so these guys will be hitting on 2s when they come out, if they get into combat. They can advance and charge. We might just have to do that. As we go on to turn 3. So the Drukhari had the 1 singular point again, putting 3 points to 2. And these guys advance because they can advance and charge. And they're just lined up. She's moved round. Drop down here with Drazan the Incubi, paid the CP for them to hop out. So if they can claim Tim off this objective, it's going to be tough for them to get back. So we'll have to see how that goes. So we will go on to another very swift shooting phase. She does have grenades. So they will shoot into there. Soften them up, hopefully a little bit. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s. Rerolling 1s because they're the closest unit. Saving on 2-ups. That's all good. No shots over there because they advanced. But they will charge. Yep, that gets them. Tuck right in. And we'll sacrifice that one for that one to go in there. She will charge in. Now comes the challenging bit. Drazar is 9 inches away. Oh yes! The Incubi do not make it in. The Venom makes it in. Oh, the Venom's on the objective. Not anymore, it's not! Oh! Alright, so we're gonna have to start with the Warlord, I think, because there will be 2 command points to interrupt. Whether it comes to the Wardens or whether it comes to the Custodian Guard. So she will go hit on 2s. No 6s. Wounds on 2, so I didn't pay the CP. Rerolling 1s for hatred. Saving up on the 4-up invul. So that kills 1, kills 2, kills 3! Oh, she's just done her point. Take some tasty wardens back to Comra to play with. In that case, we're going to have to pen the 2 CP over here to interrupt against Drukhari. So they get 3 attacks each. What's Drukhari's toughness? Toughness 4. And a 2-up save. 4-up invul, right? They all hit. Oh, I've completely forgotten they get a reroll every thing, don't they? These all wound, save up on his 4-up invul. Oh, it tanks them all. Oh, is this where things go badly for the Custodies? Drukhari. Strength 5. So yeah, he needs to do his 5 attacks. So he's strength 6, so we're only on 3s. Hitting on 2s. Wounding on 3s. Wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s. AP -3, saving on 4s. And that's flat 3 damage. Yep. Ooh. So Drukhari does some good work as well. The 6 attacks from here. Hitting on 2s, because power from pain. Yep, so they all wound. Strength 6, so wounding on 3s. Rerolling 1s for being the closest. And saving on 3-ups. So one of them takes a single wound, putting them down to 2. We're still on that objective because we're objective secured, which is something, but... And these ladies here. Shadow Impale, strength user. So strength 5, hitting on 2s. Wounding on 3s, sorry. Rerolling 1s. Or 4s, sorry. Saving on 4-up invul. So it takes 2 damage, putting it down to 1 wound left. The Agonizer hits on 2s. Wounds on 4s, rerolling 1s. Save up on the 4-up invul. No. The wardens are taken care of. Ooh. And turn 3 for the Drukhari, and maybe they can turn this one around. Maybe. And we'll go on to turn 3 for the Custodies. So we are in Salva stance 2. So if we did not advance, we can shoot twice with our auric weapons, which is everything that's left on the table, although they didn't fall out. And I forgot the Misericordias as well. So we'll have to see. But hopefully we can do a number on them witches and then just charge and kill the Warlord, hopefully, and stay here and then deal with them. But we're only on the 1 objective now. Although the Drukhari are on 0 for turn 4, so we'll hopefully do something there. Alright, so we'll go shoot into there. So, no, I suppose shoot again, but I will do them all together because they're going into the same target. Hitting on 2s. Wounding on 3s. Saving on 6s. Ooh, we just kill 1. And then Trajan. Not re-rolling 1s because well, we don't take that, so we do take another one down. And these guys will shoot here as well. They're not in rapid fire range, so they just get 6 shots. Hitting on 2s. Wounding on 3s. Re-rolling 1s because it is the closest enemy. And saving on 6s. So we take down another 4. Okay, that's not too bad. That's the end of the shooting phase. Charges. Trash will go into the succubus. And we'll tuck around here. Oh no, tuck there. And he will charge both. So that's a 5. Yeah, that's in there. That's the end of the charge phase. So we will go into the fight phase. So Trash will fight first. He gets 6 attacks because he's a boss. Hitting on 2s. Wounding on 2s. Rerolling 1s. Just never mind. Saving on 4s. So she can do 2 mortal wounds back, which you can ignore on 4s. Oh no. She's got 6 wounds, and his weapon does flat 3 damage. 3, 6, 9. Yep, she's done for. And he has 8 wounds, so he's down to 6. And I guess we pay to interrupt on the warden, because you never know. So there's 2 normal girls. Shardnet Impaler and the whip. Alright, the whip hits on 2s. And wounds on 4s. Rerolling 1s. 4 up invul, which he passes. Shardnet Impaler hits on 2s. Wounds on rerolling 1s. Wounds on 4s. Their strength 5, aren't they? Yeah. So 4 up invuls. So he takes 2 damage. He's got 6 wounds, putting him down to 4. And then the 2 normal ladies hit. And reroll the 1s. And save on 3s because he's AP -1. So he takes 1 more damage. And he gets 4 attacks, hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s, 4 up invuls. He just takes down 1 of them. So moving over here, Drukhari gets 5 attacks. Yep. Hitting on 2s. Wounding on 3s. Saving on 4 up invuls. So that flat 3 damage. So he takes out those 2 there. before they get a chance to attack back. And we will consolidate. So we remained in combat there. We advanced the Incubi and Mighty 2, so they didn't move very far over the barriers. We scored 1 point again. Drokhari hopped in the transport and it flew over there. So we can shoot those guys and hopefully do some damage in turn 5. And hopefully turn 4, some of this will be a bit more dead. So we'll do pistols into combat. So there's just the 2, hitting on 3s, running on 4s, nothing. And we'll shoot from here to here. 2 hits, running on 4s, saving on a 3. No, oh, 2 damage. Putting 1 down to 1. Charging. The Incubi will charge Trajan. 10, that'll get them in. And the Venom will charge. So that's a 12. Ooh, that's definitely in. And we'll charge over here. So I guess the Incubi will have to go first. 4 attacks each. Or 3 attacks each, and then 4 for the... Yeah, we'll go for the full attacks, because then they're moving on 4s, hitting on 2s, moving on 4s. 7 go through. AP -3, flat 2 damage. So 4 up invul. 2, 4, 6. Oh wait, hang on a minute. Oh, I had Adamantium Mantle, so he lost. And he lost 2 in the last one, so 5 ups. 2, 4, 6, 7. He's actually on a single wound left. I'm not going to pay to interrupt there. Hitting on 2s. Wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s. Saving on 3s. Oh! So we kill that 1-on-1 wound. And put another one onto 1 wound. Well, they will consolidate back in. He will go first. So he gets 4 attacks, hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s, saving up on the 4 up invul. So 2 more go. Trajan gets his 6 attacks, hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s. What toughness 4? Yeah, let's see, toughness 10 anyway. Oh, don't get misery. Oh no, he doesn't have a misericordia. Well, he does. And he pays AP -3. And the Drukhari have a 3-up save? Yep, so 6s. So just the Clivex left. And a Misericordia doesn't hit. And coming over here, they're hitting on 2s, wounding on 4s. No wounds. Oh, that's unfortunate. I think they have consolidated back onto the objective. Are they on it? Yes. So we will score at least 1 point as we go into turn 4 for the Custodies. We've remained in combat over here. We took the 1 point for having that objective. The Vexilla has moved back to the objective for next turn, so he can shoot here, he can shoot here, and we can charge and finish off as needs be. And he has a feel no pain as well, doesn't he? Never mind. Not Trojans. So yeah, we will go on to the shooting phase. So the axe will shoot this incubi. 2 hits. 1 wound. Saving on a 4. Nope. 2 damage. He's dead. Trajan. Oh, we're adding 4 inches to the range anyway for the weapons for the last one. He will shoot into here. 2 hits. 2 wounds. 2 sixes. No. So we clear off the center of the board. And then over here, the Venom gets to attack. Oh, we did do a single wound with a Misericordia. I completely forgot that they have them as well. Hitting on 2s. Wounding on 3s. Rerolling 1s. Saving on 3s. Oh. So we kill that one and put another one down to a single wound. So he's got 3 attacks. Hitting on 2s. Wounding on 4s. Rerolling 1s. 8 goes straight through. So that's 4 damage. Putting it down to 1 wound. As we go into turn 5 for the Drukhari. Drazar, bypassing that one, has come for the Vexilla. Hopefully we'll do some damage there. And that will shoot into combat first. Hitting on 4s because it's a heavy weapon. Wounding on 4s. Saving on 3s. Oh no. That one there is also very dead. But it's too late to take the objectives. They scored 0 in that one. And then Drazar will make his charge. Oh, that's an 11. That's a 12 because of +1. So he can hop over the wall and come around here. I have to come this side to prevent heroic interventions because there is no space, even if you might have room. He gets 5 attacks. Hitting on 2s. Wounding on 3s, is it? Yeah, 4, 5, 6, yeah. Saving up on the 4-up invul. No. Well, there. 3 damage each. 5-up feel no pains. No. We take down the Vexilla. Meaning that there is zero points for the Custodies, leaving it on 6 points to 3. But we will have a bit of a face-off here. So he gets 2 shots. Hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s. 4 up, nope. And he reduces damage, so he's got 5 wounds left. And we'll go charging in. And Trajan has 6 attacks. Hitting on 2s. Wounding on 2s. Rerolling 1s. 4 up invols. So that's 3, that's 4 damage. Putting him on a single wound left. He's got 6. So he gets 5 attacks. Hitting on 2s. Wounding on 3s. Rerolling the 1s. Saving up on the 4 up invul. Well, he does a good job, but he still takes 2 wounds and he's only got 1 left. So... somebody will have to go to Cormorant to rescue Trajan, I think. At the end of the game, it's 6 points to 3 for the Custodies, but there are 2 Drukhari models left on the table. And we slayed Trajan, who was gloriously painted up for me by Red Tooth. So that is amazing. Check him out on Instagram. There will probably be a link in the description. So, that was somewhat redemption. When the Scourges went, I thought that was it. But they came back. Heavy weapons did very little damage, but choppy. And that Venom did really well. He killed Custodies. Oh, nice one. So yeah, well, that's the end of the game. Thank you very much for watching. Again, indulging me in my Solohammer. The state of emergency was extended yet again till March 21st. So we will hopefully play some games at the end of the month with other people. But until then, please do like, subscribe, leave a comment, all that good stuff. Join us in the Discord, and we will see you in the next video.